Good morning and welcome to Straight Talk Live on Echo FM 100.
FM.
That created you and created we Nigerians like you. You need to do good things for us because the masses are suffering. How you can suspend me here? Are we are slaves?
And I'm going to win this election.
That is the truth.
Stay informed with Echo FM 100.7. Join us for exclusive interviews with experts, breaking updates on local and global events, and in-depth coverage of issues impacting our community. Tune in every weekday at 6:30 a.m., 12 noon, 2 p.m., and 6 p.m. for our major news bulletin in English, Igbo, and Pidgin language. For more inquiries, you can reach us through our email, echofm@thekingmail.com. You can follow us on our social media handles at Echo FM. Echo FM 100.7 Owerri. We are the Fresh News People.
This is the news update on Echo FM 100.7. In Insulu community, Siala Ngwa, North local government area of the state. According to the police command, the divisional police officer DPO in charge of Siala Ngwa North local government area confirmed that the case of the abduction had been reported to him. The police public relations officer of Abia State Police Command, DSP Maureen Chinaka, also confirmed that the investigation had commenced on the matter. An Ondo State-based Islamic cleric, Sheikh Abdurrauf Lagbaji, has called on government and all levels to ensure that the death penalty against persons convicted of banditry and kidnapping, saying the growing insecurity across the country requires decisive action. According to him, reintegrating convicted criminals into society amounts to exposing innocent citizens to further danger. He further called for a constitutional amendment to ensure that anyone found guilty of such offenses is promptly executed. The Pan-Yoruba socio-political organization Afenifere has cautioned authorities against contemplating demands made by the terrorists who recently abducted students and teachers in Oyo State. The National Publicity Secretary of Afenifere, Comrade Jare Ajayi, warned against yielding to the demand, stating that the idea of paying ransom and acceding to sundry other demands of bandits and terrorists should not occur. And in Kebbi State government has dismissed claims that the state is under siege, insisting that ongoing security challenges do not reflect a collapse of law and order across the state. The government also rejected claims that Governor Nasir Idris lacks a security strategy, maintaining that security remains one of the administration's top priority. And in business, the price of liquefied petroleum gas LPG, commonly known as cooking gas, has fallen by 31.8% from a peak of about 2,200 naira per kilogram to 1,500 naira per kg, bringing much needed relief to Nigerians' household. President of the Nigerian Association of Liquefied Petroleum Gas Marketers, Edu Inyang, attributed the drops to continuous engagement among industry stakeholders, regulators, and government agencies aimed at improving supply and stabilizing the domestic LPG market. And in sports, co-host Canada had advanced to the round of 16 at the FIFA World Cup for the first time in program history following a dramatic 1-0 victory over South Africa in Los Angeles. The historic victory was sealed in the 92nd minute when midfielder Steven Eustachio fired a sublime low strike from the edge of the box past South African goalkeeper Ronwen Williams. And on the foreign scene, a United States lawmaker rep, Nancy Massey, has announced plans to introduce legislation seeking to ban immigration from 3 African countries, citing their security concerns and instability. The countries tagged as third world hellholes are Somalia, Sudan, and South Sudan. Massey argued that Somalia, Sudan, and South Sudan are among the world's most dangerous and unstable nations. The lawmaker also claimed that the 3 countries pose broader security and integration challenges. And that is all for the news update at 10, brought to you by our news desk here at Echo FM. For more information and inquiries, visit our social media platforms. On Facebook is Echo FM. On X is at Echo FM_Owerri. On Instagram and YouTube is Echo FM 100.7. You can listen to us anywhere in the world by clicking on www.echofm.net. And that is the news update at 10. Thank you for listening.
Echo FM.
Echo FM 100.7, the fresh news people.
It's the sound of the city. Echo.
All right, people, welcome to Straight Talk. Welcome back from that news break. We will continue with the conversation. Today on the show, we are asking two pertinent questions. Is APC having OBIPHOBia? By that, I mean, is APC afraid of Peter Obi being on the ballot, judging from the antecedents that have been passed in? But the second question is, Peter Obi, a jinx to political parties. Any party we enter, wahala de oh, we go see danger, follow them wahala de. Now that's the question we're asking this morning. So on which side of the coin are you? Do you think Peter Obi is a jinx, or do you think APC is afraid of Peter Obi being on the ballot? Because that seems to be what has been playing on the ground, so the opposition parties are saying. So today, we just want to ask a question. If you are on that side, then let's get to hear from you. But before we do all that, let's take some messages that came in earlier on. Whoops, very many of them. Ah, God of mercy. Where do we start from? Oh boy. All right, this one says, those messages. Okay, we'll start with Engineer Ebuka from Futo. The recent ruling of the Federal High Court, sitting in Lokoja, has, in my opinion, introduced a profound structural discontinuity into Nigeria's democratic framework. Oyimbo. From an engineering standpoint, the decision resembles the deliberate application of an excessive external load on a critical load-bearing member, thereby increasing the probability of catastrophic structural failure. Democracy is fundamentally designed as a dynamically stable system where every legitimate political platform contributes to the equilibrium of the electoral architecture. Any development that significantly constrains political competition risks creating stress concentration capable of propagating systemic fractures throughout the constitutional framework. Thank you very much, Engineer Buka, texting from Futo. John Bosco, I think I've taken on your message on Facebook with the fire agent Konye. We have this one now. Good morning, my eloquent and majestic Barrica. See, who says that these rulers are not wicked? Who says that these rulers are not wicked? That's the question our lovely sister is asking us this morning. The president's wife is advising people to fry akara, roast corn, and sell kulikuli. This is the same country where our politicians carry our common patrimony in trillions and billions. See all the money they are spending on themselves, while senior retired federal civil servants on grade level 16 are getting less than 100K pension a month. Not to talk of state retired officers. Fear these people. They don't have any good for us. As in Lady Juliana Sekesent in that one. Thank you. All right. Good morning, Sabari. Yes, P2B is a threat to APC. Okay. P2B, not be Peter Obi. Okay. And to other political parties, APC know what they are doing. That's why they don't want people to be to succeed in any party that he entered. May God help us. What a country. From AZ. Thank you very much, AZ. All right, this other one says, good morning, Barry Cosmos and all Echo family. I'm Ofwegbu Chinedu from Umuakali Nazi. The registration or not, Nigerians are already fed up with the election come 2027. Take, for example, the kind of election being conducted by this forsaken APC government in Ekiti State. All right, that's the question you are posing. Dr. Mrs. Olebra says Peter Obi is giving them sleepless nights and will continue to be their nightmare. There is no way we can have one-party system in this country, because if we do, nobody will question the government of the day and hold it accountable. Who then will speak on behalf of the masses? Without opposition, democracy is meaningless. We are in a serious trouble in this country, a situation where a ruling party tries to silence and destroy opposition, pushing the nation to a one-party state. It becomes dictatorship, and no longer democracy. Shall we just be watching these people destroy our hard-earned democracy? Never. That is what Dr. Mrs. Ma Olebra sent this very beautiful morning. All right. All right. Onye Fieze Comrade Abed Chidi Emos Onyenyere says, OBIPHOBIA is real. Nigeria, especially in the ruling APC led by P-Bat administration, meaning the fear of Mr. Peter Obi, is the beginning of political wisdom in Nigeria. Have a great new week. Thank you very much. This other one says, boy, very lengthy. Good morning, Barry, and happy new week. As usual, my name still remains Felix Nwozuzu, texting from my humble community in Umuahi, Mberi. Barry, any attempt to deregister NDC party is an invitation to anarchy and chaos by the judiciary with their abracadabra back and forth judgment and must be rejected by all Nigerians. It's crystal clear now that the judiciary have no plans to redeem their already battered image, because let judiciary do well not to set this country on fire. I weep for this country. And again, as Nigerians wait for the loan from the First Lady Pastor Oluremi Tinubu to start their akara, kulikuli, and roasting of corn business, let's get set to mean business as it comes. And finally, congratulations to Canada for doing the needful by sending home the South African out of the World Cup. We can now concentrate fully in the World Cup. Thanks. Oh, a fellow blessing to you, dear. South Africa, go back and do your jobs at South Africa. We have left the job for you. That's what they are telling them. Barry, happy new week. Are you surprised that APC is inconsistent in their evil conduct? Imagine two copies of same bill on same subject matter, and you are wondering why they are attacking the opposition opponents? But let me say it loud and clear that their evil contraption shall consume them. Nigeria will still be better. The people's elder have spoken. All right, let's go back to the phone lines now and get to hear from you what you think. Is Obi a jinx, or is Obi, well, the fear of Obi, OBIPHOBIA, as I call it? Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Colmas.
Amma, welcome aboard.
Thank you very much.
Yep.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday to you.
Yeah, as you said, it's Amma from Uche Street. You know, where? Yeah, Mr. Cosmos. I think the problem is OBIPHOBIA, as you put it. Not only from APC, but from other people who are jealous and envious of Obi. That is a fact.
All right.
The ruling party is firing from all cylinders to see that Obi is not on the ballot. Remember the catchphrase, scatter them. This is because Obi has an intimidating CV.
Okay.
Yes. Imagine at first attempt at the presidency in 2023. And as a newcomer, he was able to win the two major cities of Nigeria, FCT and the Lagos. And because of that, it's like even the ruling party, especially the ruling party, is afraid of it. And that has been the cause of the matter. And they are saying that if he is not taken, if he is left alone, they can do the magic again. And that is the brain of the whole thing. So anybody shouldn't be surprised. You should know that it's only the fruit that bears good, tree that bears good fruit attracts soon. Yes. Come to think of it, is PMB a PMP, or what is it called? Is it qualified in the first place to go to court on that political issue, knowing fully well that it's not yet a political party, it's just a movement or an association. This is mere political witch hunting. It's not that Obi is a political Jonah. Thank you. Amma from Uche Street.
All right, thank you very much. Well done to you. Welcome aboard. Hello, who dem a line?
Hello, Barry Cosmos. Good morning.
Senior citizen in the building. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, Barry, thank you. I think only few of you, people like you, understand what is going on in Nigeria. Only very few of you. All of us are pretending to know what is happening. Let me say so. I'm not one of those who know. I'm not one of those who know what's going on. I'm not. Okay. And I don't want to meet anybody who knows.
Okay.
But because Yes, Barry. Obi joined the new party on 3rd May.
Yeah.
And on 5th May, they filed this action in court. What do you want anybody to say? Don't ask me whether he's a footballer or not. I said Obi joined the new party on 3rd May.
On the
on
4th.
5th May.
Yeah.
On the next, within 48 hours, this action was filed in court. In former Governor Bello's Kogi State. That's where it happened. I finished anything about that. But more seriously, as important as that, is that INEC is already complaining that the money they requested for the election has not been given to them. That's what INEC is saying,
yes.
or has said publicly, that they have not got the money. Although that the thing says 60 days to election, that they need to import some materials. But what is that indicating? I say I don't know what is happening in Nigeria. Good morning. I'm senior citizen, the man who will conduct the election says we are not ready. And they are talking about who will be candidate and who will not be candidate. God bless Nigeria. Amen.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Maju Zoma. Very, very, I don't know what, is it ironical statements he's making there, but he is making a lot of sense for those who understand how Maju Zoma speaks. Very, very intelligently coded messages. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Barry. How are you this morning?
Very well, thank you.
It's a man calling from World Bank.
Ima, go ahead, sire.
Barry, there is this one novel by James Bond. They say that the man, Dr. No, he calls him Mr. Bond. There is a saying in Chicago. The first time is happenstance. The second time is coincidence. The third time is enemy action. From Labour, ADC.
Okay.
Now NDC. That's enemy action. They are after him. But it will not work. It's because they know that Obi has something that they don't have and can never give. And Nigerians want that thing. They know it clearly. They have seen the results. And that is out for him. It's just OBIPHOBIA. But, Barry, this is 1926. Remember 1976? The barrel. Let's be careful. History like to repeat itself. The judiciary that sent Awolowo to prison. Same judiciary that are messing up. Let's be careful.
Okay.
Have a nice day, my brother.
All right. All right, thank you very much. Okay, everybody, continue. Let's get the calls. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Barry.
I greet you. That sounds like Chief Bright Ago.
You got it right, my brother. How are you doing today?
I'm very, very fine.
It's like you rightly said, I am Chief Bright Ago, calling from Ohabele, London, Nobosima. Yes, the ruling party APC is suffering from OBIPHOBIA, but there's nothing they can do because Nigerians have chosen P2B as the most qualified to rule Nigeria at this time. So I think what instigates the Mr. President and the ruling party to be doing what they are doing or sponsoring this court that is speaking from both sides of his mouth is because what happened during 2038, they know that their trick will not work again. Their tricks will not work again because the youth now are wiser. But let's watch what will happen. Chief Bright Agu remains my name. Barry Carigo.
All right, thank you very much, Chief Bright Agu. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning, sir.
Thank you. Welcome. Name and submission.
Let me tell you the honest truth. Yeah?
Yeah, your name, sir?
I'm Mr. Ugochukwu Onunko.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
Yeah. This Nigeria where we are in, huh?
Okay.
Let us leave Hausa and Yoruba people to be ruling us because we don't have anybody here. We don't have anybody here. Those our top politicians are selected by the Hausas and the Yorubas. Okay, look at 2023. So everybody knows Kuru, both Hausas and Yorubas and we Igbos know that we won the election. But they did not allow him to move. And everybody knows. Tinubu said that it was installed, and everybody keep quiet. The top politicians and the top dignities of Igbo people, nobody say anything. Everybody just kept quiet. So, we are but if we are Obi, I'll just go and relax, because even if Obi wins the election, they will not give it to him. As far as he's an Igbo man, I know that. So why are we struggling doing this? Even if he wins, okay, look at the judiciary. Look at them, just messing up the Igbo people. Yeah? They don't want us to have say in this country, and they don't want to leave us so that we'll be on our own. Yeah? They just say, they just cage us and use us as slaves. Please, I'm done with my talk. Thank you.
Okay, no vex. If you want to talk, clear your mind. Talk. Carry anger. You're not going to know what you're going to talk again. No. Good morning.
Good morning. Cosmos.
I greet you, sir.
How are you doing this morning?
No, Yawa.
I still remember one years last time Java.
Okay. Okay.
I'm talking before. I'm talking B5 now.
Okay.
The problem we have in this country is three people. One is judiciary, two is INEC, and three is the power. That's the three problem we have in this country. Now, this of people be APC is afraid of people. That's the simple answer to it. They are afraid of people being on the ballot box. How can a judge, if this ruling is a judge, in a matter, how can this a judge? The movement, the thing is not a democratic political party. It's not a movement. It's not registered yet. Why can you give that ruling? Because of they're afraid of people being in the ballot box. I'm taking up my people as Igbo land, Igbo people. Let everybody come back home. Let us arrange ourselves. We have a big problem in this country. You are seeing us as a rebel, or we are not a part of the country. We'll do anything like just Igbos, calling us all sorts of names. Yeah, but my brother, I'm telling you before, I want you to give you this mathematics. 2014. 1914 to 2014. Is it how many years? Let our brothers come back home and think how our Igbo land has been spent. I think we meant 1 year ago.
All right, we are beginning to turn this conversation into a tribal, ethnic issue, which I try to avoid at all costs. This is a national issue. We are not looking at, whether Igbo or this. This is a very serious matter. Siraki Dixon is from Bayelsa. He's a senator. There are a lot of other candidates in the NDC, which is not about Igbo. So let's not make it an Igbo thing, please. This involves a whole national interest of people from every aspect of Nigeria, every state. They have candidates in all the political parties' position, from Senate to House of Rep to governors to this thing, and then they are talking about Igbo because president is from the Igbo. There are candidates from Igbo race. Please, let's not make it about that. It's something. Let's not trivialize this matter. Good morning.
Good morning.
I greet you.
Mama Biggie.
Okay, Mama Biggie, welcome.
How are you?
No wahala.
Nigeria is just trying to have a one-party system. That is where they are going.
Okay.
So I tell you before. I tell you before that this man who ruled 8 years, you are not believing me. We have 32 state governors. How many remain? So is it not 4?
Okay.
It's hard though. Let's just allow the man, let him rule the 8 years. I don't know why all these people are wasting their money contesting. They want to make Nigeria to have one party system, and that is what they are driving at. Being Igbo or not Igbo is not the issue. The issue is that they want to make this Nigeria one party system. That is where they are driving at.
Okay.
That's my own opinion. Though.
Thank you very much, Mama Biggie. Thank you.
Nice day.
Thank you. God bless you for your call. All right. Let's keep the calls coming. Good morning.
Hello, Barry.
Good morning.
Oli Ehime, Senior Comrade Linus Duru, Umezano Gwara, Ehime Mbano, Imo State, Nigeria. This is my name and my address. There's this Igbo proverb that says, Agwo na achọ ngwere olulo. Ngwere kwere ka agwo loo ya, agwo elo ya. Ngwere sipana agwo aga elo ya, agwo aga elo ya.
Okay.
What do I mean? ADC want to find their way in. If APC agrees that they find their way in, they go find their way in. If APC don't agree, they don't go find their way in. That's number one. Number two, I love the way you caution the second caller. If we depend on Igbo, the P2B, I know why I'm speaking in pidgin English. If we say Igbo and I am P2B, we are not going to make any headway. If people want to campaign for P2B, let them go straight and campaign for P2B, but let them not attribute the whole Igbos. Because some of the Igbos are touch holders of APC. And there's nothing you can do to bend us. And I love the last caller who said, let us leave this thing to Alhaji Bola Ahmed Tinubu. If you know you cannot squeeze him, if you know that you cannot bend his arm, leave him. Let the 8 years complete. We're not going to die. We go there. Since we're there, everything hard like this. We will see there.
All right.
So let us not worry ourselves. Thank you very much. This is my opinion.
All right. Thank you very much, Oluhime. Okay. Nice one. Okay, just before we go on with this long talk, let me just make some clarifications. Well, we're asking today if Peter Obi is a jinx or is the APC is having OBIPHOBia. Reason is that, first, since Peter Obi left the PDP, joined the Labour Party, there was no issue. They said it was two people tweeting in a room, like one caller rightly said. And then he sprang up surprised. Immediately after that, the APC has been accused severally by the Labour Party of sponsoring and scatter them syndrome, say remain there and scatter them, and all those craziness people are alluding to. But the fact remains that the frequent public criticism of Peter Obi by APC officials and spokespersons is alluding to that fact. In fact, most times, anytime you see an APC member, a chieftain on national television, radio stations, the pages of newspaper, they don't come to promote what President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is doing. What they do is to come and start telling people why Peter Obi shouldn't be allowed to be a leader, that he has no capacity to do that. Why? Well, their reason is that Peter Obi he left the Labour Party because they were having problems, that if he should have stayed and fixed the Labour Party, because he cannot stay and fix the Labour Party, that problem is one reason that Peter Obi is not good enough. A typical example is what Adams Oshomole went to Benin just recently to do a campaign for the ABC rally, only for him to end up using 8 solid minutes of allocated 15 minutes to speak about Peter Obi. You go on national television, everybody leaves. If they ask them question, they don't answer. They answer Peter Obi. They do this one, Peter Obi. Atiku Abubakar is also contesting. He's even an older politician, more experienced, bigger man, bigger name in all ramifications politically in Nigeria. Peter Obi just started. This is his second attempt at presidency, while Atiku is the 6th. So, but they don't talk about Atiku all the time. It's Peter Obi, Peter Obi, Peter Obi. Every one of them. So that is what people are saying. OBIPHOBia is there. The repeated effort by Obi supporters to challenge Obi's claims on popularity in the media and on social media. Every time they say Obi is not very popular, people don't like him. He did that. They start saying Obi should show one thing he did as governor. When Peter Obi was governor, how many years was that? And then they keep bringing it, all the time. So every time people start saying the vigorous legal defense of the 2023 presidential election result against petition filed by Peter Obi and the Labour Party is another thing people keep saying and that. So the campaign messages are portrayed Obi as lacking the experience or capacity to govern. So instead of you to come here and say, okay, this is what I can do, on the poster, they are going to be APC, vote APC. What the message is there is that Peter Obi lacks capacity to govern. I mean, you see that kind of thing. So it is showing like as if it is OBIPHOBIA, as if they're afraid of Peter Obi. Peter Obi is now, when you want to campaign for APC, according to what people are saying on the social media, instead of campaigning for what APC will do, they campaign for what Peter Obi did not do and what he cannot do. So with that, again, they say it's OBIPHOBIA and the continued responses by the APC figures to Peter Obi's speeches. There is no time Peter Obi will say something and then they will not come there and start arguing and interpreting by Onanuga, his chief general in that one, and the rest of them. And the criticism of the government, and even after the 2023 election, steady. Every time he talks, they will respond. And those things show OBIPHOBIA. And they simply that. And the reward of people who now attack Peter Obi, people who used to attack APC are now attacking Peter Obi, they have rewarded them with ambassadorship and all that, the likes of Reno Mokri, FFK, and the rest of them. It also shows Peter Obi phobia. So those are the reasons people are given. Also, now, is Peter Obi a jinx? Well, the opposition, that is the APC mostly in this case, are the opposition to Peter Obi. What they say is that he continues departure. They jump from here, they jump from here, they jump from here. That also shows he's a jinx to political parties. Number one, and chief reason why Peter Obi is considered a jinx is any party Peter Obi just enter, katakata don't start. If not like, Mokuna stay. No wahala. Mokuna be, nobody remember their name. As soon as Peter Obi enter there, boom, problem don't start. So if he's coming to a political party, he comes to the razzmatazz of popularity, of influx, but as soon as they come, as soon as they carry baggages, they come. Una go begin go cut. We begin have factions, kata everywhere. Does that show he's a jinx? Those are questions. There are high expectations every time Peter Obi steps into a party, often attracts significant public attention and grassroots support. When electoral outcomes do not match those expectations, critics say, they bring disappointment to the party. Other than that, does it show he's a jinx? He shifts party dynamics. His popularity can change the balance of influence within party, leading to competition among party leaders. That is what happened in the Labour Party. As soon as Peter Obi entered, Abure was even fighting with somebody. Peter Obi pitched tent with Abure. Whoa, I can't even remember the name of the person Abure was fighting with as at that time. And that is how it got to this level. And then Peter Obi now jumped ship and said, no, Abure, your time don't pass. Wahala, the entire obedient. Does that show him as a jinx? And then electoral setbacks continues to happen, while this is very important. Now, having said that, let me also bring you some tips on this issue in the court concerning the NDC and the PMP. Well, most of you just want to complain without going through the rigorous level niche of reading, understanding the legal standing of this particular issue. First, I have been asking a question: Can an individual challenge the political party? Yeah, people say, well, nobody knows the party, we don't know who them be. They just wake up from one morning challenge. And I got a question. They say, yes, an individual can sue a political party. But if it is on a legal basis, if he has a standing, that's a local standing, what the lawyers call, and is recognized a legal cause of action. Well, challenging the conduct of a primary, yes, an individual can challenge the party and all that. But then I went further to ask, can an unregistered party sue a registered party? You understand? Because the PMP is an unregistered party, the NDC is a registered party. The answer is generally is no. But there's a big but there. Listen to the but. Everybody open your eye. If you want to write it down, because this is important so that you don't argue anyhow. Well, if they recognize as a legal entity by law, if the people are recognized as a legal entity by law, they can sue. That is it. You understand? So if you are recognized as a legal entity, whether registered or unregistered, you can sue anybody. Then I went further to start to find out if an unregistered party can sue a registered party in the case of PMP and NDC. The court joins only persons or entities that have legal capacity whose presence is necessary to resolve the dispute. And I ask again, is this the case of resolving dispute between the PMP and the NDC? Well, the organization has no legal personality. It usually cannot be joined in its own name. Instead, the appropriate individuals, they such as trustees, officers, and members, depending on the law, may need to be joined. So in this case, now the PMP did not join as PMP. They joined as the legal department of the PMP. That's why the lawyer went to court on behalf of them. I don't know if you're getting what I'm trying to explain here. If the law recognizes the organization as a juristic person, which a lawyer is a juristic person, that is why it was admitted. So those of you criticizing the judge, these are things you can also have. An individual can challenge a political party provided they have legal standing and a valid legal claim. Now, the issue of rights comes in. I went further to try to search if the PMP, in this case, can sue the NDC and ask to be joined in the case. So it is a matter of principle of civil procedure. So the NDC matter is that the PMP claimed it had previously submitted the disputed logo on the Independent National Electoral Commission, that is INEC. But the earlier judgment recognizing NDC affected PMP's claims of rights regarding that logo. That is why the judge say, okay, we know hear them. Mona come, we hear them before we will give judgment. Therefore, the previous judgment was set aside. That's what happened. But in this case, why would the PMP want to do that? Because if they are not registered today, they may be registered tomorrow. And for that reason, the PMP is saying this logo now our own. But if you now look at the reverse side of it, anything where you never register without trademarking, now your own, anybody can use it. By law, after 5 years, if you have a logo that you are no longer using after 5 years, the logo is now free. And even the CAC can no longer reserve it for you. That's why if you have a business name that has become moribund, you can lose that business name. MTN assigns line to you. You are no longer using the line for like how many years? 5 years. MTN will assign the line to another person. That's exactly what happened here. So the PMP's rights and all those things, we will now see what will happen in the court. But in this case, 5 years don't pass. Nah, 10 years since 2015 to 2025. No, but 10 years be that. So that one don't pass. Even if the logo is your own, you have lost it by law. So these are issues that are involved in this matter. I'm trying to explain so that everybody can know. All right? The key legal issue is whether PMP had a recognizable legal interest, not whether it had already been registered by the INEC. So that is the key issue. If PMP was merely an unregistered political association with no legal rights connected to the dispute, a court could find that it lacks the legal capacity to sue as a political party. In this case, if PMP had submitted an application for registration, including a proposal name, an acronym, constitution, manifesto, and logo to INEC, and claimed that the logo was later used in another party's registration, it may argue that its proprietary or legal interest in that logo is affected. And that is what is playing out in the court right now. That's exactly what the court is playing out right now. I don't know if you are following me. If you're following what I'm explaining this morning, it's just for us to know more about this issue so that when you want to talk, you talk from an informed point of view. In that situation, the court may permit PMP to be joined, like they have now permitted them to be joined in the case. Not because it is a registered political party, but because it claims an interest that could be prejudiced by the judgment. So that is, I just want to explain all these things for you so that you can know about it. All right. So I hope it's clear now to you. Let's go back to the line and discuss jinx or phobia. Good morning.
Morning, Barry Cosmos.
I greet you.
See, now I understand what you talk Barry Cosmos.
Okay.
By using NTN as an example.
Okay.
So, what I want to talk for Barry. Now, Angel Michael, what he is calling Angel.
Angel Michael, holy, carry go.
Holy. See, all those people where they do that thing, they don't want P2B to enter. I mean, he gave one proverb where Igbo people do say, "Auto one no muga you face." Whatala?
Explain.
As they proceed small,
okay. Explain.
As they small bed.
Okay.
As they pursue them, they teach her how to fly more and more.
Okay.
So now what I mean? So make them go sit down. They don't have any excuse, no. So they just say this country, anything. If they wake up in the morning, everybody just talk anything way like use everybody way like. She said they go. If they just say it will be good, even though if it be good, it will not be their goods.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye,
Angel Michael, thank you very much. Okay. Good morning. Are you serious? All right, this message came in, says, good morning, Barry Cosmos, the one on radio and the Okenzo on radio. This morning with heartbreak, I write this message of lamentation. Away. Barry, should this judgment against PO and the NDC stands, then we are doomed forever. This is not politics. It's a plot to perpetually hold the people. This OBIPHOBIA is well articulated by the people in power. Why all this, the continuous attack against PO? Is it because of his tribe? Is it because of his outstanding records and merit? Is it because of acronym for Naira? Why PO every time? Barry, we demand for exit. They said no. We sacrifice all to unite the nation, yet we are not recognized. We have produced the best presidential candidate by records in the history of the country, yet he is being rejected. Barry, why all these? The younger generation is watching them with keen interest and are seriously angry with the system. Barry, I advise we apply caution in leadership because the citizens are not animals. Henry Nnaji from our former market, Old Road, Nekade. Thank you very much. This other one says, good morning. Thank you, Mr. Barry. Every Nigerian knows that the party is in power is using every means possible to avoid opposition. However, the court and the judiciary is the biggest problem of our democracy. Nnamdi from Christchurch Road sent in that one. We also have this one, says, good morning, Barry. All right. Juju from Ikwere said, Dababare, good morning and happy new week. Barrio, the court dismissing NDC party need to be looked at twice. No weapon against NDC shall prosper. Simple. Tinubu's wife should go and sleep. She only have right in her husband's kitchen and bedroom. Simple. Barry, have a nice day. Great dawn. Juju from Ikwere sent in that one. All right, thank you very much. This other one says, Barry, good morning. I'm Prince Chiedoze Anyanele, texting from Oji Mechanic Village. Peter Obi is not a threat, but why does the presidency mention Peter Obi's name in almost every single interview? You don't spend this much energy convincing people you are not afraid of someone who doesn't matter. Tinubu and the APC are afraid of him. They are always looking for one thing or the other to make sure he is not on the ballot. Tinubu and the APC have OBIPHOBIA. Okay, now you talk. Now in Chile. Good morning, Barry Cosmos. Happy New Week. This is the Princess G. Glad asking if you have had any other country with 7 presidential air fleet except Nigeria, but no Air Nigeria. Even the Pope travel with Air Italia, Alitalia, okay? If your own people are being treated badly outside of their own country, can you not give them some dignity, bringing them back quickly with no much ado? Patriotism is all that is needed. The Princess J. Glad. Thank you very much, ma'am. We have this one, Comrade Abechidio Emerson Yenyeris, and Weather Road says, again, Mr. P.O. is political meat to the ruling APC led by PBAT administration. If the ruling APC is not afraid of Mr. OB, they should allow opposition be and test their popularity come 2027. Therefore, silencing opposition is not the best way. All right. Again, this one says, "Good morning once again, my eloquent and majestic Barry Kelsey. If we throw our minds back to 2023, this mass surveillance mounted around Mr. P.O. was not there just because they thought he had no structure and would not make any impact in his presidential race. As God would have it, his performance at the end of the race gave a rude shock to those who downgraded him. Now, having realized the quality, the strength, and the charisma, the potentials, and the positivities embedded in the person of Mr. Peter Obi, the evil spirit of jealousy, envy exploded in the hearts of his enemies. And this has degenerated to the mad chase of this innocent and structureless man in the person of Mr. Peter Obi. My humble advice is that people, including INEC and the judiciary, should be very careful fighting this innocent man and face their business with clean hearts and minds and sincerely, honestly, and impartially. In answer to your question, therefore, Barry, APC is suffering from OBIPHOBia. As in Lady Julie Nasike sending that one, we have this one, say, Barrio, good day. Outside INEC and judiciary, how else can APC win any election? Beside OBIPHOBia, is APC albatross. APC is a jinx to our democracy and cannot stand for too long. All those making this stupidity a tribal matter should hang their boots. Nigeria is bigger than all of us put together. Gradually, the cock will soon come home to roost. Elder Chijoke sent in that one. Barry, bonjour, Barry. I'm Echika Bonan, radiating from the good people of Amapuridere, Zombe. Barry, as you can see, APC is trying to weigh NDC down, because Peter Obi is the only person that will vote APC out of office. But let me tell you that Peter Obi must be elected. Come 2027, come rain, come shine. Do have a great day. Thank you. All right, good morning, Chief Barry Cosmos. The judgment of the Federal High Court in Kogi State deregistering NDC is laughable and condemnable. APC is suffering from OBIPHOBia. They are afraid of Peter Obi appearing on the ballot, because if he appears on the ballot, he will likely win. Nigerians should condemn the judgment of courts in the country, politically minded. Ngoka Anthony from Christchurch Road, Owerri. We also have this one, says, good morning, Mr. Barry. Why is it that Atiku and Obi have not gone back for that Tinubu certificate saga? Anyway, this is one good question you have asked. Last time, they said time don't pass. Atiku, you still have it. Why are you not sending it to the court? Good morning. All right. Good morning to you. Good morning.
Good morning, Barry, my brother.
Welcome back.
Ugo Stevenson, I go from Emadia.
Okay.
But, do you know one song by Shaggy? Why me, Lord? Why me? Why me, Lord? You know it?
I know
you
it. Why not?
Fine. If you are also Igbo, you will not sing that song, because you should know the proverb that says, Oshishi futari ihe,
bang bang.
You will also appreciate the Igbo scripture that says, they must trust you.
That's so.
So Peter Obi is not a jinx. At our own level, we have faced this back where people gather and say, why should it be you? And you start singing, why me, Lord, why me? There's no need to ask that question. There's no need. If you are out to make a statement, they must come after you.
Okay.
But what the oppositions have not noticed is that the handwriting saying many tekes is already on the wall while they are eating their abado and the kuni.
Okay.
Hallelujah.
Yeah, amen.
We are overcomers.
All right. This man don't make me laugh. All right. Thank you very much for joining us. Let's see who is on Facebook this beautiful morning. Of course, I didn't take message on YouTube today. Sorry, apologies. But let's just see. We have a couple of minutes to do that. Let me check if we can get messages on our Facebook, on YouTube, and read them out. Okay, network is really, really misbehaving this morning, but we are still there. All right, I'll take one more caller, and then we'll call it a wrap. Good morning, my last caller for today.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, you're my last caller. I greet you.
I'm based in calling you from the Lube Chemical Vietnam.
Yes, sir.
Barry, if Peter Bigo, the first party problem come, there's a coincidence, have you? The second one come, then call and say a mistake.
Okay.
The third one come, now I'm saying a winch. The witch hunter, they pursue from somewhere. Now it's in village, it will be from the political party where they wait for them.
Okay, this is an
no talk through. Now them they hunt Peter B. They know one piece, make it day.
Okay.
But the truth is that the masses don't understand the game. We will see vote them. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
The education that winch. How did they do Peter Obi? All right, today we were asking if Peter Obi is a jinx to political parties because I knew when go kata, they join that particular decision. Now the big question is APC having OBIPHOBia. That's another question. Well, let the conversation continue on our social media pages. You can answer on Facebook or on YouTube. Let's get this answer directly out for everybody. Thank you all for joining us. It's been wonderful hosting you this morning to another edition of the People's Program, Straight Talk, No Bending Corners. Up next is the Slim Diva for Health Revolution. And she's looking radiant this morning. And you come with soup you chop this morning. Or has soup.